Ok. J'ai été rapide. Oh, speedy. Did you finish your games? Ok, donc ça je vais pas le toucher. Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? Là, on est bon là.
The plain red tent. It was pitched.
Okay. C'est quoi ça? Ok. On a tout fait du coup. Je crois qu'on a tout fait. Ouh, un bébé chat. Miaou. Miaou miaou. Vache, attends. Brrr, 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 brrr. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Tu restes là ou tu bouges? Hein? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Brrr, ça ronronne, hein? Brrr, brrr. Ok, ok. Je crois qu'on est bon, on peut continuer. Tac, tac. Là, on a tout fait. C'est quoi ça? Hop, 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 hop.
Ratan! Now is the time! Oh, you will see. It feels like the tie is rubbing itself against your chest. First the spirits! The blue medicinal spirits! Grab the bottle and uncork it! It is time to unleash the other world! Hush, hush, Ratan! Now is not the time to celebrate. Now is the time to get ready! The bottle opens with a silent, mysterious hiss.
Howling somewhere, lashing the boardwalk with brine and rain.
Now, Bratan, take me off! Bratan! Have I ever lied to you? Just take me off! Your fingers manage to undo the oily knot, and the necktie slides off. It looks so frail sitting there in your hand, weighing almost nothing. Now, put me in the bottle! As the necktie slides into the purifying liquid, large stains of grease rise off from it and float to the surface. Cleansed by the blue spirit fire of 98.7% pure alcohol, the fabric looks almost new again. The necktie floats in the bluish liquid with almost unearthly grace. There is silence.
The lieutenant has been observing you quietly all this time.
Spirit bomb?
I've got to ask, what are you doing? Of course it has. And what has the necktie been telling you, if I may ask? I would assume, yes. Why did you put it in the bottle? Right, okay. Anyway, I'm glad you told me your necktie has been speaking to you.
We're all under stress. This is turning into a great big mess.
Let's go.
Ok. C'est quoi le spirit bomb? D'accord. Ok, est-ce que je dois sauvegarder au cas où? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Où est-ce qu'il va? Ça, on a fait. Allons par là, tac, tac, miaou. Ça baille, ça baille. Ça va, chaton? Qu'est-ce que tu regardes? Qu'est-ce qui t'arrive? Tu regardes le jeu? Tu regardes la souris, hein? Ouais. Essaye de l'attraper encore? Peut-être acheter un pointeur laser finalement. Parce que j'étais pas très chaud, mais peut-être que ça le fera. Oh! Ok, ensuite, du coup on fait comment pour sortir? On peut reprendre l'échelle ou pas? Est-ce qu'il faut se téléporter? Ah non, ah non, 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 il y avait une... Ah non, on a ouvert une porte en bas, je suis con, putain. Je suis trop con. J'ai déjà oublié, j'avais déjà oublié. Chiotte. Par où? C'est par là? Ouais, c'est par là. Tac. Voilà, voilà. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait, Mora? On va où? Est-ce qu'on peut se téléporter ou pas? Je suis bien tenté d'aller à l'église vite fait. Et où l'église? Elle est là? Je sais plus, j'ai un doute. Non, elle est pas là. Est-ce qu'on peut se téléporter du coup? Pourquoi on peut pas se téléporter? Hein? Hop. C'est parti par là. Ça c'est fermé.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth.
Ooh.
Welcome to the fucking reckoning. Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Oh.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate.
Shh.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us.
C'est qui
We
elle?
just forget about our
Ah oui, oui,
murdered
d'accord.
and humiliated commander.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street?
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement.
Peaceful.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse.
Ooh.
The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, she was right. That must be the third mercenary. If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. The Mercenary Tribunal.
Ok, c'est parti.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Pig fuck!
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying,
Do it.
shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Present an argument. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out first. Get under his skin.
Ok.
I don't know about
Holy
this
shit.
getting under his skin. What if he gets under yours? I'm barely keeping your hand from trembling here.
Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on a là? Think of an argument. Talk about hanged man. J'y crois moyen à ça.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click. Softly. Click, click, click. The realization comes to you like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Cortiner. The dead man.
Ils sont frères, bébé chat, ils sont frères.
Cortiner. He's brothers with the deceased.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer, you're all sentenced to death by lead. He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck. Same fucking mud hut town, too.
Okay, good.
Who? Laylee.
We researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor, and now these cunts finished the job.
It's a mindfuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
Fuck do you mean? Talk.
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic. And that
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets. Squeeze a bit of kit tass here and there. If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me,
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
our colonel did what he had to do. It was either one cunt or 100 of them.
In your ship pipes, right in the
He likes to fire mortars at random coordinates. Wipe out mud huts like that.
he was a good commander. I can see you miss him.
Oh yeah, he would have commanded this fuckhell way better than I did. Fucking murdered him. Had him stink the village up for 2 weeks after.
Listen, man. We told you we...
Told us what? Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man. It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Find his killer. Cop. His killer stands right there. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here. Today.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center. With a crash of shattering glass and a terrible roar, the fire draws in oxygen. The bomb hits the mercenary in the chest, swallowing him in flames as he staggers backward.
In the fiery inferno, you'll see your tie coiling around the man's neck. I only ever wanted you to have fun, Harry. It calls out to you one last time. See you on the other side. The necktie disintegrates into molten heat, its last remaining embers letting out a pop and crack that sounds like... Harry, for God's sake! Watch out!
Oui.
To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. You leap left. A
Wow.
small angle lead
Pour une
passes
fois que ça
mere
marche.
millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks. The man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke for the next shot. Watch out. To your left, DePaul is about to take a shot too, at Kim.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out! You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through the burning meat, the flames. With his face boiling off, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger.
Ah ouais, ça changera rien si je monte mes réactions.
The look of vengeance framed by melting skin. This is the last thing he will do on Earth. Here it comes. Death.
Dead.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it. Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you got. Most of what's down there. It's all gone. Open your eyes now. No. It's just a fear. Even if... who cares? No one wants you anyway. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain.
You're bleeding out.
What? Ok, attends.
Stay with me. Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. Scream immediately. He's gonna die. No, you say, and hand out your firearm to him. That's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a spring unloaded. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon we will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again.
The engine of a caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only...
You see the lieutenant's
Oh.
familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple.
Sunrise, Parabellum. What happened? You threw an improvised petroleum bomb at the Major. A firefight ensued.
He does not answer, and searches for something in his coat pocket instead.
Very. He died in the hospital.
A blood-stained killer.
As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged. Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive. Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name. Yes, he's still alive too. You were bleeding out by then. I think you said something about your wife, and you warned me. I was able to disarm one of them, the Pole, before she got a jump on me.
Okay.
Thank you.
I killed her. And that's what happened. The Pole was the last to die. Evrard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate. Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe...
Hey, baby chat.
Maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know. This is the one. 4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. All. Let's face it, officer, and this is both of our fault. It could have gone a little better. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies. His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal purposes.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago.
Dramamine? Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad, but
reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome. We will see.
You won't be able to dance much, that's for sure. You should be able to live with limping around, though.
Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. Back to that shithole, he says.
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site. I'm sure they're worried about you. I did. No need.
Okay.
Easy now.
Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over on that thing.
How are you?
He nods.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. 2 days. In
Ah
and
ouais.
out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And sunrise parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Isn't that written on your...
Cops like it. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. Yes, we have also completely failed. But I honestly don't know. We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now.
Ok.
Joyce has left too. I don't know what to think. It might not have been a bad idea. There is a pin somewhere in the machine. Something is keeping Connell from sending in a death squad. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know? Oh yes, she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up. Turns out it was a bad idea not to arrest her. But maybe it was a good deed that will pay off in heaven.
Who would have figured?
That was our job to find out, wasn't it? Honestly, I just don't know. Our circle of suspects is dead and gone. It's not a circle at all. It's a ruin. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. Absolutely. There's no other way to go about it. We screwed up. Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies.
That does make some sense.
What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case.
He's wrong.
Okay.
Ok.
I don't know. That's been there for years. Yes, God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else? It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one, that we could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
No need to be melodramatic.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
I'm listening. I'm ready to hear what you think about solving crimes. It really is very hard. No. Are you ready to limp? Good. Where do you want to limp to?
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs.
Why not?
Ok.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race.
Oui, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Bah. Que tu veux? J'ai bientôt fini, chaton. Hey, viens. Et viens. Ouh là 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 là, t'as grossi ou quoi? Brrr. Avant je te prenais d'une main là comme ça, tac, et maintenant je galère. Mais tu pèses, il faut que je te pèse. Je le fais jamais. Oui, 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 oh, bébé chat. Oui, bébé chat. Ok. Qu'est-ce que ça dit là? A shell of crime novels. Ok. Ah, ça c'est cool ça. Ouais, ouais. Ok, merci.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. Back there on the plaza, I think you very nearly had a heart attack. I am sure.
Ok. Peut-être pas me trimballer ça tout le temps. Non, pas ça, ça. Ok, le miroir, on est d'accord qu'il n'y a rien à faire avec le miroir.
The bathroom mirror.
Et... Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Oh non.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
A gift. I am not drawing my gun, yet, but I don't like gifts.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note.
It's hardly surprising.
Ok.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
Et viens. Et viens.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
Okay.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth. It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime, the island in the bay.
What? The island in the bay?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point. I remember. She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her? I find that hard to believe, but at this point, what difference does it make? So it is.
For a second he seems tired. The wind blows in from the open window. The lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island. How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone. Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Ok. Est-ce que je peux me téléporter? Yes. Perfecto.
Officer, what happened? You're limping.
You're not limping. You're you.
Is this from the shooting in town?
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine.
You didn't only get shot.
Well, good for you. Of course. Can I help you with something? That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead. Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits.
Hasn't been there. Okay. Who has then?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. I'm sad to hear that.
That's cool. You boast in your back.
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater.
Aye, aye, Captain.
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow.
Of course, ma'am.
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just...
Yes. Okay, twins.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
And that iron. That's, nothing. It's just a seaford and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a... Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
Okay.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
I don't know what these are. They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
Your nerve endings sting from the mention of a guy. They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Because...
Okay.
Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
Because he doesn't want to be found. Smoke traces.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
Yes. No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Okay.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know. We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there. Our father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't. I don't know. Doesn't even have anything to do with this, you. Father isn't a fire guy.
The two things are unconnected. Your question didn't make sense.
There's
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Okay. Ok, je crois que je vais m'arrêter là avant d'aller sur l'île. Je ferai ça la prochaine fois. Je sais même pas comment on fait pour... Ah oui, on prend ce bateau-là. Du coup, je vais enregistrer. Je pense qu'on est pas mal, on a fait pas mal de choses. On va faire la prochaine fois. Ah oui, il faut récupérer les dés aussi. Ok. Bon, on aura bien progressé. Mine de rien. J'ai hâte d'aller sur l'île la prochaine fois. J'aime bien découvrir les nouveaux lieux, comme ça a été le cas avec le bâtiment aujourd'hui. C'était cool. J'espère que ça vous aura plu. Je vais essayer de continuer cette semaine, je sais pas quand, mercredi ou vendredi, on verra. En attendant, passez une bonne soirée. Bon courage pour la semaine. Et puis à très vite. Ciao, ciao.